that, everybody. Welcome to the Sho-Me State Games. Welcome to my hometown, Columbia, Missouri. My name is Ben Arnett. I'm the sports director at KOU Channel 8 here in Columbia. I grew up, born and raised here. Proud to say I'm only 2 years older than the games as the Sho-Me State Games enter their 5th decade with the 41st anniversary year. They are the biggest and best state games in all of America. You're in for some excitement this evening with our opening ceremonies. We've got a lot of great guests. We're going to get to hear from some Missouri Tigers. We're going to recognize a lot of the athletes that are going to compete over the next couple of weeks. Well, let's get things started by thanking and acknowledging our sponsors and supporters that make the Sho-Me State Games a reality. First, let's welcome the principal sponsors of the Sho-Me State Games. The city of Columbia will start out, my hometown. Hope you like it if you're in from out of town the next couple of weeks. My employers, KOU Channel 8, so if you want to stream some shows or something like that, make sure it's Channel 8. You'll make my bosses very happy. I've also got Power 97.7 FM, along with Shelter Insurance, the University of Missouri, NU Healthcare, all the good work they do right across the street, and Walsworth Publishing. Next, please welcome the Sho-Me State Games major sponsors. They include the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, Audrey J. Walton, the Boone County Commission, the Columbia Convention and Visitors Bureau, Columbia Public Schools, the Governor's Council on Physical Fitness and Health, MFA Oil, the Mizzou Department of Athletics, our wonderful host tonight here inside Mizzou Arena, and NPICS. Also want to thank recognize our Sho-Me State Games general sponsors. They are the Missouri Press Association, Ozark Bait and Tackle, and Mizzou Record Services. Also got some businesses that have shown their support as patron sponsors this year in helping our individual sports go off without a hitch, so that there are plenty of options for all the athletes to participate in. They include NU Healthcare, they're the sponsor of Sho-Me State Games Baseball. Shelter Insurance is the sponsor of basketball. The Heart of Missouri United Way is sponsoring pickleball. The University of Missouri is sponsoring the volunteer program. We couldn't do any of this without all of our volunteers. We've also got the Central Bank of Boone County, the sponsor of cycling. Lacrosse Lumber, sponsor of mountain biking. Show-Me Weights is sponsoring, appropriately, powerlifting. Atna is the sponsor of bowling. The USTA is hosting our tennis competition. Team Triumph is hosting swimming. And JC Gymnastics, also appropriate, our host for our Sho-Me State Games gymnastics competition this summer. So thank you all to our wonderful sponsors. We could not have the Sho-Me State Games without all of our sponsors and volunteers. So a round of applause for everybody who supports the Sho-Me State Games. Also want to recognize the organizations that you can find here tonight on the concourse when you're walking out. A lot of fun activities and giveaways, so make sure you don't leave the Mizzou Arena empty-handed. Stop by the booths and grab some of their giveaways and say hi to the Missouri Department of Conservation, located right here in Columbia on the south side of town. Mizzou Athletics, again, our host for tonight inside the beautiful Mizzou Arena. The NU Healthcare Concussion Program. Sporting Kansas City. They play across the border. They're incorporated inside the Sho-Me State, and they're great supporters of the Sho-Me State Games. Make sure you stop by and see Sporting KC. NU Healthcare, along with Tiger Bounce, which is, you find yourself with young children over the weekend and they actually have some energy to get rid of, go see Tiger Bounce down at on Vine Boulevard. They'll get rid of that energy. You've also got NU Police Department, the Boone County Commission, the Missouri Coalition for Roadway Safety, and Mizzou Show-Me Healthy Relations. So thanks to all of those groups who are here tonight and helping the Sho-Me State Games. Well, you just heard there's a lot of different sports that athletes will compete in over the next couple of weeks. Did you know that the Sho-Me State Games offers more than 40 different sports for athletes to compete in? So there's really something for everybody. And tonight we want to honor all of those athletes and all of those sports with the Parade of Athletes, one of the mainstays of the Sho-Me State Games opening ceremonies. There are going to be athletes bearing the signs of their sports as they walk here into Mizzou Arena in just a few moments, so make sure you show all their support for those individual sports. So what do you say? Let's get this going. Ready for the Parade of Athletes? let's get it started. Welcome to the athletes for the 2025 Show-Me State Games. every single athlete and coach here for bringing your skills, your talents, and your effort here to Columbia. We hope you enjoy it here. You have a great time at the Sho-Me State Games, and we really thank you for coming here and bringing your skills to Como. I want to issue a warm welcome to everybody involved in the Sho-Me State Games here tonight. But before we officially get going, we have to salute our country. So will everyone please rise for the presentation of our colors, proudly led by the Columbia, Missouri Fire and Police Departments.
Yeah.
And now we're here to sing our national anthem. Please welcome Addison Florence. Thank you once again to our honor guard. Thank you, Anderson, for that terrific rendition of the national anthem. And of course, thanks to our Columbia Police and Fire Department as well for helping us out tonight. I'd like to introduce some of our special guests this evening. Time to get to the fun part. Anyone here a Mizzou fan? I hope. MIZ? We can do better than that. MIZ! All right, that is fantastic. And they heard that a lot across the street at the Burns Center this past season with the Mizzou Gymnastics team. Finished third in the country. You're well represented here in the front row. First ever 4 on the floor for the Mizzou Gymnastics program. And that is a team that has been on a tremendous steady rise in the last 5 to 10 years or so, becoming one of the best in the Southeastern Conference. Our speaker was part of the 2025 WCGA Assistant Coaches of the Year team and the College Gym News Coaches of the Year Awards, this past gymnastics season. Our guest joined the University of Missouri gymnastics staff in May of 2023, so boom, instant results, right? She helped the Tigers maintain their strength on balance beam. Beam, by the way, produced an individual national champion by Mizzou Gymnastics this past season, held two. Just, I think, 3 perfect tens? 2 or I lost track. 3 perfect tens over the course of the season for Helen. Our guest oversaw one of the most successful years in the history of beam at Mizzou in 2025. Tigers, in addition to that individual national championship, set numerous records as a group on beam, and that included the program's top score in history, 49.575.